Good morning, Seaview Dolphins. How's everyone feeling? Did you do your check-in yet? Today I'm going to talk to you about an emotional cup. We're going to be using this as an example to show you what happens when you start to have a lot of strong emotions, what happens to your emotional cup, and some ways to handle all of those strong emotions. So, one of the things I want to share with you is it's really normal to have a lot of different strong emotions now. You've had a lot of changes, a lot of new things to learn, and new ways to be at home and to be with your family in different ways. You might have your mom or dad as your teacher right now, and it's all so new. So going through a lot of changes means that you're also learning how to deal with a lot of strong emotions. So one of the things we're going to talk about is what happens to your emotional cup when your emotions start to build up. Take a look at what happens. I'm going to show you a few examples. So as you start to feel strong emotions throughout the day, you'll notice that little by little, your cup starts to become full. Now, we all wake up with a certain amount of emotions or feelings, right? That's really normal. And maybe we didn't sleep so well, or we woke up and we're missing our friends. We might start to have strong emotions before we even start our day. Then what happens is, as we're learning new things and we're trying to get onto our computer or we're going through our work and we become a little frustrated, we also experience a lot of different emotions. And then getting used to our new home environment, learning from home, and there's noises or distractions, that can also create different feelings that are taking place. So this is all really normal, and we're all going through a new time where we're dealing with some different feelings. And what happens is you want to start to look at those feelings and notice notice how they build up. So right around here, if your emotional cup is right about here, that's okay. Just sort of check in with those feelings. Notice what's happening in your body. If you feel extra frustrated, or if you feel like you're starting to lose focus a little bit. But if one or two more things happen during the day that take place that really start to upset you or bother you or worry you, notice what happens to those different feelings. So right about here, if your cup's already about halfway full, this is a time where we want to check in. We might want to take a pause, take a break from the day, and decide, all right, what are some things that I can do to start to empty my cup? And as you know, we talked about some of those things during the self-care menu list. So right now, maybe you do need to take a break. Maybe you do need to ask for help. Maybe reach out to your teacher if you're feeling really frustrated. But notice when your emotions start to get to this point. Now, if you don't take the time to check in and you start to become more and more frustrated or more upset or overwhelmed, notice what happens to those really strong emotions, and all of a sudden, before we know it, our cup is full. So if one more thing happened that upset me, guess what would happen? My cup would overflow and I would have a really big mess to clean up. Now, we can clean up a mess, that's okay, but isn't it better when we notice when our cup is half full to decide what types of things we need to do for ourselves to really take care and to make ourselves feel better? So remember that self-care menu? So I'm going to go back to it, hoping I don't spill my emotions. And I'm going to go for a walk or maybe take a few deep breaths. I might decide that I need a little snack or ask for help. And as I do those things, notice what happens. I'm able to empty my cup safely by using good, healthy strategies that help to empty my cup. And before you know it, you really do start to feel better. Now, it's not just you that has an emotional cup. Everyone in your family has one too. So take the time to notice if someone in your family's cup is starting to get full. What kinds of things can you do to help them? Can you make a family self-care menu? Check in with each other and give each other ideas when someone's cup starts to get too full. I'm going to be sending home a letter that shares all this great helpful information. You can refer back to it. But in the meantime, check in with your emotional cups, and I know you'll do a great job taking care of you and your family. Be well. Miss you.